Welcome to Yap About It, your go-to podcast for everything pop culture. We're here to talk about the latest gossip, TV shows, music, and movies that keep us talking.
Yep, if it's blowing up your timeline or making those group chats go off, we're talking about it.
So grab your popcorn, your headphones, and maybe even a glass of wine, and let's yap about it.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Yap About It. I'm Lauren.
I'm Elisa.
And I'm Christina. Today we're diving into your weekly dose of pop culture news and a few wild headlines you might have missed.
Let's yap about it. We're going to start off with some celebrity news. So reportedly, we have heard that Tom Holland and Zendaya got married. This is not actually confirmed, though. Zendaya was just on Kimmel, and she was poking fun at the whole thing, stating it to be rumors and, you know, making fun of all the AI photos that have come from it, saying that people have come up to her, showing her the photos, like congratulating her, and she's like, babe, that's AI. So, I mean, they are super private. So, I mean, it could just be her covering it up. I mean, they could be married, or they could just not be married, and this is all just rumors that are going around. So what do you guys think?
I think they're married.
I do too.
There was a recent award show. I don't know what it was, but she showed off her ring.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I know she's been showing off the ring.
But the announcer was like, Zendaya, like, give us I just need a little bit of sign. I just need a hint if you're married or not. And then she like put her hand up and covered her face. So,
okay, yeah. So this is on the 2026
like
Actor Awards.
Yes, those, the actor.
Wasn't there also a video of someone saying like Mrs. or something? They like
Mrs.
called
Holland,
out Mrs.
yes.
Holland, and then she like was like you know, so maybe
she was like,
it was really cute. So I don't know. I kind of think they already got married and they're just really private.
I think they're just trying to keep it low and on the down low and not trying to have like any of the details leaked.
Yeah.
Because they are so private.
Understandable.
So. I mean, that is super understandable, but it is funny how all the AI photos have come out and she's just like, babe, it's AI.
She said that even her family, like,
I know,
and
I
friends
saw that.
thought it was real. But like, I looked at it, I was like, this is obviously
AI.
I think they were really cute pictures, especially, I mean, and then the one with him holding up the Spider-Man mask, I'm like, that's clearly AI to me.
Yeah,
but the other ones could pretty much pass, I feel like. But I still am just like, nah, those are AI.
Can't trust anything on the internet.
They're one of my favorite couples, especially since Sofia Vergara and Joe. They both have freaking complicated last names.
Manganiello.
Since they broke up, because they were my favorite couple. So, like, now Tom Holland and Zendaya have taken their spot.
Yeah, they are really cute together.
I think they're so cute together. And they just seem like just really, I don't know, stable. And like they would just leave all the Hollywood stuff behind. Like he said that he wants, once he wants kids, he won't be making movies anymore and things like that. So I think they're one of the few Hollywood couples that I feel like will last and just like they're willing to put their careers on the back burner, you know?
Mm-hmm. And I think it is good that they're keeping their relationship secretive. I feel like that's one thing that ruins Hollywood couples is that it's so like public and everybody sees what's going on. But if they keep it more private, you know, they're able to deal with their own issues at hand and not have the whole world judging them for everything. So I think it's good to keep it private. And yeah, I think they're really cute and good together. So wishing them the best.
Exactly. In other recent celebrity news, some sad news. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's home was shot at recently. There was a woman from Florida who drove all the way to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's Beverly Hills estate and used an AR-15 style weapon and fired 10 shots at the mansion. Rihanna and her family were home and since have fled from LA, and the woman has been arrested with a bail of more than $10 million, and there aren't any current updates on the matter, but I am just very glad that they're safe. I'm sure they're shaken up, and there's not really a motive other than the woman is allegedly maybe battling schizophrenia, and there's been videos that have surfaced of her talking about like Rihanna had it out for her and other celebrities like Cardi B and things like that. I don't know.
God.
This is crazy. And luckily no one was injured, but that's just so scary. Like I can't even imagine if you're just at your house on a Sunday night and all of a sudden you just hear gunfire like that, that's terrifying.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for them, and I'm sure there's going to be some long-term trauma from that, even though nobody was injured, but still that's traumatizing. You should feel safe in your own home, and you shouldn't have to worry about stuff like that. And especially for like this crazy woman to come all this way to shoot at her is just insane.
Right.
It's insane. And I'm reading a PBS article about this, and they were home when it happened too.
Yeah.
With their 3 children.
Yeah.
And her mother. So
Oh.
I didn't know her mom was there
the whole
too.
family was there. So that's even more terrifying to think that everyone was home and it's not like they were out of town or they were out and about, but they were there when it happened. Ugh. Yeah. There's not a lot about it. I would think maybe they're trying to scrub some of this from the web just to avoid any copycats.
Yeah. Once you reach a certain caliber of celebrity, unfortunately, you have to worry about stuff like this, stalkers and things like this, and getting a bodyguard. I know that I read an article a while ago about Margot Robbie, and after she did Wolf of Wall Street, she'd been acting already and everything, but her big break was Wolf of Wall Street, technically. And then after that, and then her playing Harley Quinn, she just blew up, and then she started getting stalkers and things like that. So she had to get a bodyguard and invest in that. And that's not cheap,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just something to think about if anybody is trying to act, and if, you blow up in your career and you become famous to that extent.
Yeah.
Well, I hope justice will be served.
Definitely.
We'll
keep an eye on this story. And right before the Oscars, Timothée Chalamet put his foot in his mouth when a video surfaced of him saying that opera and ballet was a dying art form. The quote, "I don't want to be working in ballet or opera," or, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though it's like, no one cares about this anymore.
Yikes.
It was made during an interview with Matthew McConaughey.
Dude, Matthew McConaughey's face.
He's like, shut up.
He's like, what did you just say?
I saw
all the memes too where it's like, yeah means shut up.
Because when he kept talking, he's like, yeah.
He's like, dude.
He has since lost 1 million followers on Instagram. And I think it killed his chances of winning an Oscar, which we will discuss when we get into our Oscar segment. But
and then he also said, all respect to all the ballet and opera people out there. I just lost 14 cents in viewership.
Yes, 14 cents in viewership.
You lost more than that, Timothée.
Yeah, he did. I feel like he did try to recover himself after he saw Matthew's reaction and everything, and then that's when he's like tried to reel it back and then apologize and then be like, I don't know why I just took shots at them, like he said at the end, but it was too late.
Yeah, I do feel like as soon as he said it, he realized that he messed up, but at that point it was too late.
Yeah.
So you can't take something like that back.
No. And I think it's odd he even said this. Well, actually, I don't think it's odd. I think he's always been like this. I think he was like the Gen Z golden boy for so long, but I think he's kind of always been just this kind of male archetype, we'll say. But his mom, his grandma, and his sisters, I think, are all involved in the ballet.
That's what I saw too. Like his family's all in the ballet.
So
why would you take shots at them?
You're literally crapping on an art form that all of the women in your family have been involved in. So I think it's very telling of his character. And like I said, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But I think that Kris Jenner is already trying to do damage control because...
How did I know that Lauren was going to somehow incorporate Kris Jenner?
Because he's in the Kardashian Jenner world now.
Yeah,
he's in the bubble.
At the PR machine.
Yeah, and so he was recently seen with a ball cap, New York City Ballet ball cap.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he hasn't, to this date that we're recording on March 18th, he hasn't said anything publicly or released, an apology or anything. And now the Oscars have already happened. So I just don't feel like there is going to be anything. Or if it is, it'll be later on, like a sit-down interview with not Oprah, but whoever. And they're going to be asking him. They're going to be asking him later on, like 6 months or a year from now. And then he'll be like, you know what? And have this like huge PR answer.
I have such a deep respect for the arts.
I just love all the clapback from like ballet and opera theaters. Like I saw one, I forgot which city it was in, but they were like giving a discount code and the code was Timothée.
Stop.
That is hilarious. Like that is such a good PR move for them.
Yeah. And like social posts too. Like the Met also, or the Metropolitan Opera or whatever. They also posted like a clapback on social.
So funny.
I mean, honestly, I think what he said and how he said it was disrespectful? Yes. But do I think that he should have lost 1 million followers and like gotten nearly canceled for it? No. I just, like it is taking shots and it was unnecessary. And it would be kind of like, us podcasting and talking about, I don't know, like radio or something and being like, that thing, podcasting is dead. It now. Like radio is so outdated and I don't want to be trying to keep that thing alive, or whatever. Yeah. But it's like you have to respect that's partially why you're here,
Yeah, you have to respect all art forms because
that came before you.
Without that,
there would be no, TV and movies like we know it now. So
exactly, yeah. And Nathan Lane, and I know like Lisa and Lauren and the producer call me a boomer for watching The View, but I'll be a boomer. It's fine. I'm the oldest one out of all of them. But Nathan Lane, he was on The View, and I think he made a good point. And he was like, people will be watching Swan Lake, years and years to come after all these, even after these movies that have won awards and things like that. And I thought that was a good point.
I don't know if people are going to be watching Marty Supreme years from now.
Yeah, I don't think people will be watching Marty Supreme like 20 years from now. But people are still probably going to be going to the ballet and opera because those are live
timeless.
art forms.
And as a former ballet dancer, no, I'm just kidding.
Same here. We all took it.
We all did ballet.
We're former ballet dancers. Don't crap on us. Kidding.
Yeah, don't hate on the art.
Yeah.
And hey, ballet dancers they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into their art because those toe shoes are no joke.
No. Oh, I know. One thing I'll say that I thought was funny was Doja Cat added like her opinion and fuel to the fire just for her to come back and be like and admit that she did it for clout and stuff.
Yeah. It's like
why would you admit that?
Why would you admit that?
I haven't even seen a recent, I've never seen an opera. I haven't seen a recent ballet. I just did that for clicks and likes. And I was just like, what?
So stupid.
Just keep it to yourself. Honestly, same to Timothy. Just shut up.
Just stop. Just stop talking. That's what Matthew McConaughey was trying to tell him with his eyes. He was stop talking. Yeah.
Oh my
God. Green light.
He was like, red light.
Red light.
Red light.
Stop.
And speaking of Timothée, we'll move on to our main yap for the episode. We'll be breaking down the 2026 Oscars. The 98th Academy Awards was held on March 15th of 2026 at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood and was hosted by Conan O'Brien, which was his second year hosting consecutively. And then, at the end, I guess they invited him to be a lifetime host. And they said afterwards that was an actual thing. Like, they're actually inviting him to keep hosting as long as he wants to. So cool. I'm guessing we'll see more of him again in the future at the Oscars.
I thought he was great.
Yeah, I think he did a great job both this year and last year.
I love Conan, though. I've always been a big Conan fan.
Always thought he's hilarious, yeah.
My favorite of the late night shows.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
He has like the best skits.
He did. He always had the best skits, and he's got the perfect amount of shade.
Yeah.
Without being too shady, and also keeping it lighthearted. Yeah, I liked Conan.
Same. Me too.
Yeah, his opener was so funny to me.
Oh
Even though
my
I
God,
haven't even seen all the movies, but I know enough about, most of them. So I was
I love
laughing.
the opener.
It was so funny.
It was so funny. Yeah, starting out as Gladys and having the kids chasing him through all the other movies.
And then they brought it in like live into the live theater. It was funny.
But this year at the Oscars, they actually had the lowest ratings that they've had in 4 years, and viewership was down by about 17 million from last year. But massive social media spike. So a lot more social media, views and comments and videos about everything going on at the Oscars, but not a lot of people watching live, which, is to be expected.
That makes
I didn't
sense.
watch it live. I watched it the next day on streaming, so...
Yeah.
I watched it live, but I almost forgot about it. It was like 7:30, and I was like, crap. I haven't watched the Oscars in like 3 years. This was the first one I've watched in a while.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't even tell you the last time I watched the Oscars.
Well, The Wicked was like probably one of the biggest things that pulled me in last year. So
Yeah, I think I watched it, or at least I watched like most of it last year.
yeah.
But yeah, before that, it had been a few years probably since I had watched like all of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, this year for sure is the first year I've watched like all of the award shows.
Yeah, same. And this was the first year I even watched a lot of the Oscar nominations.
Yeah, same. It's been
It's
been
been
a
a
few
long
years
time for
since
me.
I've watched like a lot of the nominations.
Sure.
So I think I counted. I think I've watched like 5 of the nominations.
I've watched One Battle After Another, Sinners, Begonia, and then I watched Hamnet today. I still want to watch Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I was actually just watching that before we started.
I watched 2.5. I watched Sinners, Begonia, and half of Frankenstein, so 2.5. And I'm gonna finish Frankenstein, and I still need to watch Hamnet.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish Frankenstein. I have like 20 minutes left, but yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely can see why. Obviously, we'll get to this later, but yeah they won for makeup and production design and costumes, which, if they didn't win for that, then that's crazy.
I was thinking that when I was watching it, they were showing like all the clips of the set design, and I was like, please, like Frankenstein needs to win.
Yeah, the set design was incredible.
Yeah.
It looks like, it just visually looks so good. And Jacob Elordi is like so crazy as that character. He does a really good job. I was like, I was surprised that it wasn't, Bill Skarsgård or any of the Skarsgårds.
Oh my gosh, this Skarsgård conversation.
Because they're such freaks.
And Elise is always freaking it out.
But Jacob Elordi played a good freak.
Yeah. He's tapped into his freaky side.
He's been a freak a couple
these
times.
movies.
Freaky.
With Saltburn and Wuthering Heights.
Even when he played Elvis, he was kind of freaky.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Or I didn't see his. I saw the Austin Butler one.
The Austin Butler was the better portrayal of Elvis.
Well, he dove so deep into character. He kept talking like that like a year or two after.
And why do they always get like really tall, like lanky guys to play freaky characters? It's all like they never have a short guy play these freaky roles. It's always these tall guys.
No, Barry.
Okay, well, he played a freaky role, but he wasn't like like freaky, like a monster freaky, like how like Bill Skarsgård and like Jacob Elordi played the creature. Like he wasn't like made up to be freaky. He was just a freaky guy.
Yeah, a freaky little guy.
Yeah,
that's a freaky little guy, but he wasn't like a monster. Like if you're gonna play a monster, you have to be
big,
tall.
Yeah.
You're more menacing that way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to watch it either tonight after we finish.
It's
was
really
up
long.
late. I know, I was up late last night. I was up to like 1 watching Begonia.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't get to finish it.
And I woke up and then I was like, not tonight, Lauren.
You're like, not tonight.
I was like, I had to put it back on D&D.
Oh yeah, mine D&D goes on at 10 p.m. sharp.
Oh, I always have it on. For our chat.
Oh yeah, for our chat.
Yeah,
always on too.
Our chat. Like that's why I was like, I'm sorry, I'm replying to this 2 days later, but
yeah. So I guess we can go over the winners.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Best Picture was One Battle After Another, the night's biggest winner with 6 Oscars.
Somehow.
Somehow. I have many thoughts about this movie. I don't want to go into them. It probably would have its own podcast episode.
Yeah, there's no way we can go into all of our thoughts for this movie. But I just don't understand how it won Best Picture, especially out of all the nominations for the night. I just don't understand how this one won Best Picture.
Sinners should have won.
Sinners definitely should have won.
I bet
Even
Sinners.
Hamnet, after watching Hamnet would have been good.
Yeah, I do still really want to watch Hamnet. That's the one I didn't get to watch that I really want to watch.
Yeah. I bet Sinners on Call Sheet, but they didn't win on that. But I did win money betting on Michael B. Jordan. But I just put Best Picture like in February, and I still hadn't seen One Battle After Another. But I was like, well, in my opinion, even though I haven't seen One Battle After Another, these other movies, Sinners should win.
It should have.
I'm just glad Leo didn't win for Best Leading Actor.
Oh my God. If he would have won for Best Actor, I don't even know. That's just...
At least it continues with the Leo slander.
Not for this role. Like,
I'm kidding.
Deserved an Oscar.
Yeah.
And, like, he got it for The Revenant. I think he deserved it even for more movies, but not for this one.
Not this one. Yeah, there were other movies, yes, well-deserved, but not this movie. I would even give Wolf of Wall Street over this one.
I was about to say Wolf of Wall Street. I would even give him one for that.
Like, there was nothing special about his role in this movie.
No, it literally could have been played by any guy, and the only part that I really enjoyed about his role was the whole part of him trying to remember the password.
That was the funniest part.
That was funny. That was the funniest part. But other than that, I was like, dude, this could have been played by anybody.
It could have been.
It's nothing special.
I haven't even seen the movie, but it's funny because I know what y'all are talking about because it's been meme-ified and like on Reels and things like that.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of memes, when Conan made the live meme of Leo. That was so funny.
Oh, that was so funny. Because we've talked, I think Lauren said that on a couple episodes ago. She's like, he's the king of memes. And like, she was talking about him pointing at the TV.
He's the
and
king
stuff.
of memes.
Yeah.
Conan was like, all right, Leo, give us one. He just like, that was so funny.
A lot of people are saying his head looks like it's deflated.
What?
Because his head was massive, and now
like, he
looks
look
different.
a lot better at the Oscars. I don't know what happened, but
he probably got a facelift because there are a lot of images of him recently with a mask on or like covering his face. And so maybe that's why he's been kind of weird. I think we even made a comment about it, how he was like hiding his face.
Oh, yeah.
We sent like a video back and forth to each other of him, and we're like, why is his cheeks like so big?
Because for a while, I was always thinking it was women.
Oh, no,
and
the
then
dudes are just as guilty.
just the more you know, now that the normies know like a bunch of this Hollywood secrets and all this stuff, which is not good for Hollywood, it's just like, dang, you don't even realize how much the men do and like the hair transplants and things like that.
Oh, yeah,
like,
definitely
They all
the
have
hair
had hair
transplants.
transplants. Yeah. Well, some people are saying that Leo stole Pedro's mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Pedro looks so weird, clean
Oh my
shaven.
God,
I'm like,
mustache.
what? Yeah, he needs a mustache.
Yeah.
Which is strange for me to say because I don't typically like facial hair. I don't typically like mustaches especially, but Pedro rocks the stash. I need him to get it back. Take it back from Leo.
Some people are made for it.
Yeah, he's made for it. Although Leo actually did pull it off, I will say.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah. I thought the mustache looked dapper on him, I will say. I saw someone say, like, oh, there's a little bit of Jack Dawson coming out.
Oh, I saw that too. He's giving Great Gatsby.
Yeah, he definitely was giving Jay Gatsby.
I can't slander Leo because that's like one of my first crushes. I was like 8 and I was like, who is this handsome man in Titanic? And it's just such a romantic movie.
Lad.
And like, I don't care if I'm even just idealizing him from the role. I don't care. I will not talk bad about Leo.
I have no shame. I'll talk bad about
It's
any
okay.
of
Me
these
and
actors.
Lomberg will talk.
Yeah, y'all can just do that over there.
We'll do our slander.
Y'all do
But
over there.
it's because I do love Leo. Like I have,
Well, we all have a deep
connection
to Leo.
Yeah, but I can also hate on him and make fun of him at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, you make fun of that is true because I mean Elisa especially, but we all do it. It doesn't matter whether we love or hate the guy, we're gonna roast them anyway. So it's like even if we love the guy we're dating or whoever,
it's
like,
a love language.
Yeah, it's just our love language.
Yeah. But speaking of Leo, Paul Thomas Anderson won for Best Director for One Battle After Another. And Paul Thomas Anderson, Martin Scorsese, and James Cameron all won their first Best Director Oscars for Leo DiCaprio films.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
It is
the
crazy.
Leo charm.
Yeah,
it is the Leo charm. And
like
it's crazy because it took Leo so long to win his first Oscar.
Yeah.
But all these directors were getting their first Oscars for his films.
Right.
Yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson's had a long run too without
Yeah, he
any
has.
wins.
It's surprising that this is his first one, honestly.
I know. I was really surprised. Like, and I mean, Boogie Nights, Magnolia. It's really surprising that he hasn't won yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for him for finally winning his Oscar.
Yeah, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. And of course, Best Actor, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. Huge win.
Of course.
Clap, clap,
Love
clap,
that.
snap, snap,
I think he definitely deserved this.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah. I
I did too.
screamed when he won. I was like, yeah! So happy. So happy.
I'm really happy for him. It's his first Oscar. He's been working for a long time. And I had said in a previous episode, he essentially played 3 characters. He played
he did.
Smoke and Stack and had to play the vampire version. So,
Yeah.
And I saw, too, in an interview that I guess he was able to, like, hold his face in a different way so that one of the characters... Yeah, one of the characters had dimples and one didn't. I'm like, that's crazy. I didn't even know that was possible.
And he changed the posture. I don't remember which one, but he changed the posture for one of them and, like, wore a different
he wore different shoe size. Like, for one of them, he wore, like, a smaller shoe size to make
And
his
one of them he
walk
wore bigger.
different. And then, one he wore a bigger shoe size than what he would normally wear to, change up his walk and his stance.
So Smoke wore the bigger shoe size because it was a heavier gait.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then Stack was lighter on his feet because that's his character who's more playful.
I actually feel like I should rewatch it because I saw it in the summer, but it's been nearly a year. So now I feel like I need a refresher.
I was thinking that too because I saw it like last summer too. So I need to watch it again too.
Yeah, I would definitely rewatch it again. It's one of those movies I could watch again.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
That's what I was saying too. Like out of all the Oscar noms, I could definitely watch Sinners again. Like,
well, y'all know I'm not watching Begonia again.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. I'm definitely not watching One Battle After Another again. I'm not watching Begonia again. I probably won't watch Frankenstein again, even though I'm liking it. It's just like one of those movies that you watch once and that's it. But I will definitely watch Sinners again.
Sinners, yeah.
It's the music for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The music is so good.
Like, both, like all of it.
It's just
all of
so
it.
unique.
Yeah, and then just that scene in the juke joint where all of like the future and the past are all merging together.
Yeah.
I mean, that was incredible.
I agree.
Yeah, this movie deserved to win Best Picture.
It did.
It did have 16 nominations at the Oscars, and it won 4 awards, and it also won for Best Original Screenplay by Ryan Coogler.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah. I was really happy about that as well.
Yeah, I was definitely happy about that too.
I'm glad that Haley Steinfeld was involved with all this too, because I just feel like we've kind of grown. At least she's come a long way from what was the movie that we were extras?
Oh my gosh!
Barely Lethal.
Barely Lethal. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh my god, she was on that movie.
She was like, we've seen her in person, and then whatever movie she was in with Vince Vaughn.
Oh,
I can't think of it right now, but we were extras in that. It was around the same time too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like between 2013 15, she was in Georgia a lot filming.
Yeah.
I forgot she was in that one with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, she's definitely grown a lot since then.
Then I'm just like, side note, I love her as Spider-Gwen too, because, I'm just like a Spider-Man stan and stuff like that. So I like her work. I love the trajectory of her career.
And now she's Mrs. Josh Allen.
Yes.
He's a cutie.
I gotta look him up. I think don't remember because the picture I saw with her and him, they were in the snow and stuff, and I feel like his face was covered.
Yeah, well, it's Buffalo.
Yeah.
So. Also, Best Actress went to Jessie Buckley.
Yes.
For Hamnet, and I just watched that today, right before we started recording, and I think it's well deserved. I thought she was phenomenal in that role. It was a really heart-wrenching, emotional type of film. I would say Paul Mescal would have been my second runner-up for Best Actor. I'm a little bit of a Shakespeare nerd anyway. So I was like trying to remember back to when I went to Shakespeare's house in England and think about that. Yeah, so when I studied abroad in college,
I forgot.
We only studied Shakespeare like for a month.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me because she does love Shakespeare. Like, she's not just saying that for our listeners.
Yeah. I read like 8 or 9 of his plays. Yeah, I had to like pull on my hat again and think back. But what's interesting is I always knew his wife is Anne Hathaway was her name.
That's crazy that her name is Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, so her name was Anne Hathaway, and that's how I always knew her. But I guess there's a discrepancy, and she was also possibly named Agnes. So watching the movie, I was like just Wikipedia the whole time trying to like figure it out. I was like, wait, there was only one wife. So yeah, fun fact there for the history nerds. But they pronounce it like Agnes, which is almost like Anne, I guess. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of an interesting little tidbit. I just want to have one little shout out to all the Irish actors that are popping up on the scene.
Hey, there are a lot of Irish actors
I
popping
realized
up.
that today earlier.
There was somebody put up one of the accounts we follow. They put up all the Irish actors. It was like a collage of a
Yeah, I think I saw that. It was like Bustle or something.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I'm really proud of all those Irish folk. England dominated all of the acting for so long.
True.
And now we have all these Irish actors and actresses popping off.
True.
Like
and
Paul Mescal.
Like Conan said, this was the first year since 2012 that no British actors were nominated.
Wow.
That's crazy. The joke was so funny. But yeah, that is crazy. But yeah, there are a lot of Irish actors popping off right now. And it's also surprising. Every time I hear their accent, I'm surprised because they do such a good job of covering it up. And Irish accents, I feel, Irish and Scottish are like really hard accents to cover up.
It's like
Southerners.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that since it's the day after St. Patrick's Day.
Irish pride.
And we were talking about Paul Mescal and Jessie Buckley. Yeah.
So for Best Supporting Actor, we had Sean Penn for One Battle After Another. He did not show up to accept his award, so Kieran Culkin accepted it on his behalf. And he even stated, he was like, he's not here because he couldn't be, or probably because he didn't want to be.
Yeah, the shade.
The shade. But yeah, what was up with his weird little walk in One Battle After Another? Like, what was that?
I literally, every time he was on screen, I will say this, every time he popped up on screen, I did put my phone down because I was like, okay, he's going to do something weird and wacky and crazy. Freaky and say something completely disturbing and disgusting. I will say a good part of the movie, I did have my phone, which is my litmus test for how good a movie is now.
Yeah, I did have my phone a lot during that movie too.
If I had my phone out, it's not a good movie in my opinion. True. If I do set it down,
it's not holding the interest.
Right. If I set it down and I don't really touch it when I'm watching a TV show or a movie, then I'm like, okay, that's a good show. That's a good movie. But yeah, his weird little walk. Why?
I don't know. Like,
I thought there was something wrong with him, like physically in the movie, and then I realized that was just his walk.
At first, I was confused too. Well, at first I thought it was because, like, in the opening scene with him and Tiana Taylor's character makes him get the erection and start walking. I was like, maybe that's why he's walking like that. Yeah. But then he continued the walk throughout the whole movie. I was like, okay, well, it's not that.
Christina's face.
I haven't seen the movie.
Seen the movie.
What is this scene? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's like an opening scene.
Yeah, she's like pointing a gun at his junk and like, get it up.
Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which ties into my uncomfortable feelings with this movie, which I will not get into. We could talk about that offline. But
I did find it funny when Willow was like, why is your shirt so tight?
Oh my God, that was good. Okay, so I will
good.
say this. I did not like the female portrayals in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, I did not like how women were portrayed in that movie. But I did like Willa.
I was about to say, I like Willa's character a lot.
I
But
did too.
all the
Who
other
played Willow?
Yeah, like
is that
the
Tiana
whole,
or no?
No, that's
Chase Infinity. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know she was nominated.
She
Yeah,
was
she
the
was really
best
good.
part of
Gotcha.
the movie.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I loved all
Uh-huh.
her parts. But yeah, I agree with you on that with like the other female
Perfidia
characters.
especially. Like, I hated how they portrayed that character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can have our after show and talk about that. I will say I am not a Sean Penn fan as a person. I never have been, but I think he did play a really great part.
Yeah, I mean, I do think he deserves that win. Like, he did play a really
he
good
was a
part.
freak. He's a freak.
He is a freak.
So he's perfect. Yeah, here we go
I
again.
think we have a
Everybody's
soundbite of me
freak.
being like a freak. I don't know why that
He's
that
a
word
freak.
just cracks me up for people to describe somebody as.
We put our headphones on and we like revert back to like bullies in high school.
Yeah, like, he's a freak. He's a freak.
He's a freak.
Geeks and freaks.
But it's always the men that we're hating
True,
on. The
that
women
is
are like,
true.
oh,
We're
loved
girls,
her.
girls.
Loved her.
Girls through and through. We haven't really hated on women on the podcast.
No. I've hated on Kim Kardashian.
Y'all
though.
did.
yeah,
I'm trying to
same.
keep tight-lipped on that one.
Yeah, she is one woman I will hate on.
Allegedly, though, Sean Penn was in Ukraine
Yeah.
on a humanitarian mission.
That's what I saw, too.
If that's true, great. If not, if he really just skipped out, it kind of like messed up the pacing a little bit, I will say.
Well, I saw that he apparently hates what
He
the
hates-
Academy stands for
Yeah.
and the whole like award show thing. So
Yeah,
I
he
would-
thinks he's
I mean,
like...
I think there was a picture of him that popped up where he was overseas in Ukraine, but still, even if he wasn't, I don't think he would have gone.
It is really political.
No.
I mean, and that's not a super surprise, but one thing I was surprised by was when they came out and said that it was going to be a requirement for everybody in the Academy to watch the movies. And I was just like, I know
can't
this
believe
is
that wasn't
like
already
a
political.
requirement.
You have to, kiss babies and shake hands and this and that, whatever, and schmooze people and blah, 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 and whatever. And I know it is talent too, because we like argue. I mean, it's subjective, art is subjective, but there have been a lot of people who won who deserved it. But part of it's political. And then like even the Timothée thing, they said that the ballots were closed by the time those statements became public. But I mean, how do we
They
actually
didn't
know?
win one award.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were
Artist-
nominated
So
for 9 awards and didn't win anything.
And then Ariana and Cynthia were blocked out of being nominated this year because people, like some of the Academy was like, well, we were just like freaked out by the relationship. And you know what I mean? And I'm like, what does the relationship have to do with the performance?
That doesn't have
That
anything,
doesn't have
to, do with
anything
their
to do with
acting.
that.
Yeah.
So, for that reason, okay, Sean.
I can get
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah,
mean,
I definitely
I can
get it.
understand that because he is probably tired of the BS too. I mean, of just all of the pomp and circumstance of the award shows. And like you said, how political it is. It probably is exhausting, especially since he has had such a seasoned career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, especially being in it as long as he has and seeing all the things that he has seen. Like, I don't blame him, honestly, for being over it. And I mean, if he doesn't want to show, then he doesn't want to go. Like,
And if he's doing something worthwhile,
Yeah.
yeah, if he's actually doing humanitarian work, then
then go off, Sean.
yeah,
I love that.
do your thing.
Do your thing.
And for Best Supporting Actress, Amy Madigan won for Weapons. She definitely deserved this win. Her character was insane in Weapons, like so creepy, so off and dark and weird and just unique. So definitely glad that she won this. And that's another one that you guys should watch
I
if
want
you haven't
to.
watched it yet.
Yeah.
I was going to. I almost watched it the other night, but I was like, is it scary?
I personally did not think it was scary.
You're not the
I don't know if
person that I'm going to
I would say
ask.
I'm not the person to ask. I don't know if Christina could handle it, but I think you would be able to watch it. No problem,
Christina
Lauren Brooke.
So, like, on a scale of like slasher versus like supernatural, what does it lean more towards?
It leans more towards supernatural, but it's more like culty witch kind of stuff.
Great, right up my alley.
So yeah, right up your
Okay.
alley. It's not possession.
Yeah,
It's not
I can't with that.
that kind of stuff. Like I don't like possession movies. I
No.
don't like
Yeah.
too much of the ghost movies. Like if they're really creepy.
Oh, I love the
Those-
ghost stuff.
I like it, but those scare me more than slasher movies.
Insidious
Slashers scare me more.
Slasher movies do not scare me.
Yeah, I was just telling Elisa I
me...
saw Scream 7, and it's like slasher, like they're gruesome. I might be like, ugh, but like watching them, I'm fine.
Give me somebody cutting up dead bodies or live bodies all day. Like, that does not bother me. That's not scary.
Elisa's actually
Show me
Dexter.
a ghost. I'm like,
yeah. For me, it's like, yeah, Exorcist. Well, a lot of things, but I guess I can't handle slasher. I don't even know how to categorize. I don't know. I can't put it into words in one sentence, but I can handle slashers.
Squeamish.
yeah, like It's definitely not. I mean, there is some gory scenes, I will say, but it's not like a slasher movie at all.
Is it like on a scale of Begonia?
No, Begonia was way bloodier.
Oh, I think I could
watch
maybe,
it.
as long as it's not, I don't know.
Because Begonia didn't even like gross me out, really.
You are crazy.
It didn't gross me out. It just shocked me because I had no idea.
That's like her with Saltburn
what to
and being
expect.
like, oh, like me and Elisa were like, oh my God. And then this scene, what? And we were like, what the? And then like Lauren's like, well. And I was just like, what is wrong with you? I'm just kidding.
Going into Begonia, I had no idea what to expect. Like, I didn't even know what this movie was about, really. So I just start watching it on the plane. I'm like, oh, look, Begonia's on here. I'm going to watch it. And then it goes to the scene where, I forgot the character's name, but Teddy's cousin,
yeah,
like kills himself and like blood is just everywhere. And I'm like, I'm like literally in the middle. So there's a person on either side of me. I'm just like looking to my left and right. Like, these people probably think I'm a psychopath. They're like, what the heck is this girl watching?
Okay,
there's like blood like all over the screen.
Do you ever wonder, like, who is the freak that picks the movies on Delta?
No, seriously.
I was wondering that
Like-
because I was like, how is Begonia on there, but like Marty Supreme or Hamnet were not? Like, what?
No, seriously.
Like, Hamnet would have been a great movie for the plane.
I was looking for Hamnet. I was going to watch Hamnet, and
That's a
then
plane
it wasn't
movie.
on there.
That's a plane movie.
But so then it wasn't on there, so I'm like, well, I guess I'm watching Begonia.
Because there's been a few movies I watched on the plane where I was like, why is this on the
yeah,
plane?
no,
like,
seriously.
in Bruges.
Like in Bruges, like, or just, yeah,
or
like
just
any,
some like super
there's been a few
gruesome or,
movies.
I don't know,
Yeah.
graphic
Yeah.
thing.
Like
I know.
there's someone sick
Yeah,
on that media team.
someone is, because then the last scene comes up with Jesse Plemons' character where his freaking spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen it, but yeah, where his head gets blown off. It's like she catches it basically.
Yeah,
I was
shrieked. I was at home watching
my
it.
mouth
and
was
I
like agape, and I'm still like sitting on the plane, so I still can't react. And I'm just like sitting there in shock, like, what just happened?
That part was kind of gross, I will say.
It was
Yeah,
so
that
gross.
was
I would
was
have
gross.
thrown up.
That was crazy. I just like was not expecting his
Me
head to go
neither.
flying
And then
out.
and I know we already spoiled all the spoilers, but then when he was torturing
Sorry,
her
guys.
with like
Oh,
electrocuted,
that was actually the worst
I
part
was
for me.
like,
Yeah.
oh my God, that
was
made
the
my
worst
stomach
part.
hurt. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah. But then she ended up, he was right. He was
Yeah.
right.
I know. That's what got me. At the end, I'm like, okay, so that's why I was like, okay, Christina, you have to finish it
Yeah.
because I need someone to talk to about this. And then when you said, should I watch it? I'm like, yes, watch it. I'm like, okay, so at the very end, this whole movie, you think he's a crazy guy.
He was
And then
right.
at the end, you find out he's right. She was an alien.
Like spot
Yeah.
on.
Like spot on. He had the whole thing, like
Even
the
the
hair,
ship.
shaving the hair.
The ship.
Yep.
Yeah, the ship,
Everything.
everything. But then what I was confused about at the end, when she went back to her alien colony and they were saying like they were like running experiments on the humans or whatever, they said something like all the experiments had failed except for 2. So that means there was only 2 people left on Earth that were alive and everybody else
That's a
were
good
aliens.
question.
That is a good question.
I was confused by that.
That is a good question.
I was like, so was Jesse Plemons and his
Yeah.
cousin the only
maybe?
2
Yeah.
like humans alive?
I was actually thinking
Yeah.
that they were the only 2, but they died
Yeah.
anyway. So
But they died anyway. Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking that they might have been the 2. I feel
And
like
if so, like, why were they the 2 that
yeah.
were not experimented on?
For me, like the reason why I liked it too, there was a lot of like really good dialogue in that movie, and Jesse Plemons was robbed. Should have been nominated.
He definitely at least deserved a nomination.
Yeah, he should
for
have
Best
definitely
Actor.
been nominated for sure. But I loved the opening scene and that dialogue of him just like talking about the bees. And
I know,
yeah.
that's
I
one
did
of the
love
things I
that
had to go
too.
back and look at. And I'm like, when it ended, and then when I looked back and I was like, oh, and it became, yeah.
And for me, it's like
Full circle,
bookends. The
yeah.
ending is what topped it off for me, because I thought that those scenes of everyone around the world like was just so
It was like so full circle.
full circle. Yeah. And
Yeah, I love that too.
and it was just so like visually stunning. Just, I mean,
Yeah.
in a way, like just think, I know it sounds
I get
like
what you're
sick
saying,
and morbid, but it was.
It just
like,
made my stomach.
I was like,
turn.
oh, they're doing an art. You know, like-
This is art. But like that's why I feel like Begonia was robbed, because it was a pretty
Yeah.
artsy movie.
Yeah.
And that's what the Oscars usually leans
Yep,
towards.
exactly.
And I personally think it was more artsy than like One Battle After
Oh,
Another.
100%.
So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they got robbed.
They did get robbed. It should have won something. And
Yeah.
also, the characters in One Battle After Another were very flat.
They were nothing special.
No.
But all the characters in Begonia were really good. Like all the actors
Multifaceted.
were very, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Emma Stone
Yeah.
did great. Jesse Plemons, of course. Even the guy who played his cousin, which I can't remember his name. What is
I
it?
know. Why do we not know his name?
This
I was
poor
like, I know
guy.
Teddy. I
But
was
he
like,
was
Teddy.
great.
Teddy.
But he was really
great.
good. So he played Don, and his name is Aiden Delbis.
Gotcha.
And then also, like, there weren't really a lot of people in this movie.
No.
It really just focused on the
Yeah,
three of
Those
them
three
the whole time.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the scene where he went and killed his mom.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god.
That was crazy. And like how he didn't get caught. Like what? She's like, I thought you would get caught and I would be set free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie just did things that like no other movie
Has
That's
done.
true.
has done. Yeah.
I think it was
It
it
was
was
very
unique.
unique.
It just
Yeah,
it was a
Jinx.
little slow for me. I think that's why I couldn't. I don't know. It's like looking back the second time. It's like anytime you watch anything, the second time it goes faster. I feel like. I mean, yeah. So when I went back and watched some more of the scenes, it went by faster. But like the first time, I was just like, this is a slow dialogue. This is slow. This is slow.
Yeah.
And then it picks up. And then when it does pick up, it's making my stomach hurt. So I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, like once it picks up, it like
Yeah.
goes.
It goes.
Because
Yeah.
it does start
Yeah.
off kind of slow.
See, I felt the pacing of One Battle After Another was rough.
It was, and it felt like so many different movies tied
It
into
did.
one.
Oh.
It was weird. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Every 30 minutes felt like a totally different
Yeah.
movie, kind of. I don't know. It was,
And they spent too long on the first half with like
yeah.
Perfidia and all of that. It just felt like it was like 30 or 40 minutes of that.
Yeah, I definitely liked the second half
act was better.
better. Yeah.
I agree.
And moving on to other notable winners, we have for Best Animated Feature, K-pop Demon Hunters, of course. I'm so happy about this. I mean, obviously, they were going to win. I feel bad, but I honestly didn't even know any of the other animated movies that were nominated. When I was watching the Oscars, like, they show, like, the little clips, and I was like, I don't know any of these movies. But yeah, even so, I'm sure they were good movies, but even so, K-pop Demon Hunters deserves to win, and they also won for Best Original Song, which is huge because obviously Best Animated Feature, I feel like everybody knew that they were going to win for that, but Best Original Song is a really big win for them because one, like we've said before, they've been making history already as the first K-pop band to win all these awards. Like they're the first one to win a Grammy, first one to win Golden Globe. Now they're the first one to win an Oscar. So that's just a huge feat for them. And then especially to be winning Best Original Song, to be going up against the song from Sinners, I Lied to You, along with a bunch of other songs too, like the one from Train Dreams. But I feel like it was between the K-pop Demon Hunter song and the Sinners song, and for K-pop Demon Hunters to win is huge, and I'm so happy about that because, yeah, everybody knows I love this movie, and I'm so happy for them and proud of them. And just to see, like, the Asian presentation up there and winning these awards is
Yeah,
really awesome.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's also, what I have to say, too, is both times, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but both times when they were taking or giving their acceptance speeches and thank yous for both wins. So it was first for Best Animated Feature, and it was like the writers and creators of the movie. They got cut off during their speech.
Yes, I heard about that.
And then same thing again when the songwriters, EJ and the other songwriters, were up there giving their thank you speech for Best Original Song. EJ gave her thank you speech, and then she was handing the mic over to her fellow co-writer. And he went to grab the mic and start talking, and they started playing the music, and they completely cut him off. Didn't even give him the chance to finish his speech
a grace period.
No grace period whatsoever. It was so messed up. I'm like, dude, these people, you know, only win an Oscar like once most of the time.
Yep.
And people dream about this like their whole life, their whole career.
Yeah.
They never even, I'm sure they never even expected to be there.
Yeah.
When they were first making this movie, making the song.
Right.
And then for them to just get cut off like that is so rude.
It
seems
so pointed.
It did seem pointed. I'm like, oh, you're going to cut off the Asian people, but you're going to let everybody else speak forever.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, it's the creatives, too, that it always happens to. Like,
and it's always, the creatives. It's never, like, the best actor. It's never best director.
No.
It's never any of them. It's always, like, the songwriters or...
the backbone.
The backbones, or, like, the ones for, like, you know, short films or documentaries. Like, always the ones that, you know, aren't, like, the big A-list people.
I think Adrian Brody did get
cut
off one time.
Yeah, him introducing the best actor. That was funny. That was funny. I like that.
But other than that, I think I thought it felt very pointed, and especially since it was K-pop too. It's like you're disrespecting it. Like, what, you don't think it's art?
Right. Like, you're just trying to get through it because, you know, the people want this, but I don't think the Academy necessarily wanted it.
Right.
It's so annoying. And then even, I forgot who it was. There was another speech that I feel like got cut off in the middle of it too. And Conan did point that one out. He's like, wow, taking the mic from someone mid-speech is hilarious. But I'm like, they need to stop doing that. Like, I get it, you're on a time crunch or whatever, but let the people say what they have to say because this is their dream. And they just won like the biggest award. And this is the biggest night of their lives. Yeah. Come on, give them at least 5 minutes.
And I mean, look, they had some time to fill because Sean Penn didn't show up. He didn't have a speech.
Yeah, exactly.
And as much as I loved the In Memoriam, and it was very impactful, it was really long, too.
It did go for quite a while,
I was like, okay, wow, that was really touching. Oh, nope, we got another one. Like, I mean, it was really touching. It was sweet, but like it was the longest In Memoriam I've ever seen at the Oscars.
See, I didn't watch it live, and I was just watching it today.
It was really long. It was probably like 30 minutes.
Oh, really? See, I just watched clips, so I don't know.
It felt very long. I mean, I definitely teared up.
Yeah.
And we lost a lot of iconic names and a lot of like really impactful people last year and early this year.
Did.
But it was kind of long.
Gotcha.
So maybe they could have given that time back.
Yes, I agree.
Or like even the whole bridesmaid thing. Like, I mean, sure, that was fun and everything, but
kind of seemed like a waste.
Was that really necessary? I mean, it's like, if you're so worried,
like Elise's verbiage, I don't know what it is. Sometimes her verbiage just cracks me up.
It's like if you're so worried about time.
I didn't know they were still making music that could win. Whatever you said, music to win.
But if they're so worried about time, maybe cut some of like
the fluff,
and.
Some of the bits.
I don't think you should cut people's speeches.
No. Some of the bits were like kind of cringy, to be honest.
Yeah, they were cringy.
Yeah, the writing was a little AI. No, I will say it was very cringy. It was very, very cringy, but the Moulin Rouge bit was great.
Oh, I love that part. It was cringy, but I loved it. I was here for it.
I was too. I was like, ah!
Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor singing together. I was like, yes,
and they still sounded great.
And they still sound so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that part.
Yeah, me too. Honorable mention.
Another first and a notable winner was for Best Cinematography, and it went to Autumn Durald Arkapaw for Sinners. And this is the first time a woman has won, and she's also the first Black cinematographer to win. She's Filipino and Black. I just loved her speech. Of course, you guys, we've been talking about how much we love Sinners. I think it fit beautifully. The cinematography was amazing.
It was amazing. And also, how is this the first woman to win cinematography? That's insane to me. But I'm glad that she won, and we're making history.
I know,
Making
right?
history.
We are. And I just love the story on a side note about Ludwig and Ryan Coogler and their bromance and come up in Hollywood and how he has made the score for the movies that he's directed. I just love that. They were college buddies. And and Ludwig is from Sweden. And I don't know, it's just they come from two different worlds and met as like college roommate, like in the dorms, and have just been making. I mean, how many people have we known? Because Elise, Lauren, and I have been extras and things like that. I mean, that's kind of our story. I mean, we made a podcast together, but just people that we've met on set who are like, we're working on this, we're working on that. Like, just imagine like a duo like that, and then you see them winning an Oscar 10 years later.
Yeah,
I just love that.
I loved Ludwig's acceptance speech too.
Yes.
Like talking about how he was exposed to blues from his dad and how his dad
Oh yeah,
and
that's
bought a
what brought him
record
to the
back in the
States.
60s, and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is really cool. And it all started with the guitar.
Right.
And you can see how he really like shows that through in the film too.
Yes.
Obviously, like I don't know, just the whole blues music throughout the whole film was just so great.
Yeah.
And speaking of historic and notable moments, the first ever casting Oscar was awarded. Cassandra Koulakounis won for casting of One Battle After Another. She cast Chaste Infinity, which was her first feature film debut.
That's insane that was her first feature film.
Yeah, she was
when
the
I found
best part,
that
like
out,
we said.
Yeah, like we said earlier, she was the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
And for that to be her first feature film, and
That's
it's such
amazing.
a big movie. I mean, an Oscar-winning movie is crazy.
I love
That's your
hearing
first
stories
movie.
like that as
She's
well.
definitely gonna have.
You're gonna
She's
see
definitely
her.
gonna go places.
Yeah,
She's,
definitely.
You're
we're
definitely
gonna be seeing a lot
see
of her.
Yep,
in
I
the future.
agree.
And I loved her dress that she was wearing.
Yeah.
That was so pretty. The purple dress.
There's also a tie in the short film category. The singers and two people exchanging saliva. That's just a very visual title.
Yeah, that title kind of gives me the ick.
Gives me the ick. And it was a big year for horror. The genre won a combined 8 awards for the night. So horror is finally getting its time to shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. And I mean, I don't think really horror has ever had that many nominations or wins in a long time, if ever. I think when I was looking at some stuff up, the last time that a horror movie had won that many Oscars was like The Silence of the Lambs. So that's like
That's what
back
I
in
was
the
thinking.
90s.
Yeah.
So for the genre itself to win 8 Oscars is pretty crazy and really says a lot that I guess the Academy is now looking more at horror movies, but also, the horror genre is evolving and it's not just jump scares anymore.
Right.
They're really focusing more on story with the horror aspect of it too, which I like.
Exactly. And Diane Warren lost in the Best Original Song category for the 17th time.
Dang.
17 times.
That's
She
crazy.
broke record for most nominations without a win. And this was for her song Dear Me from her documentary, Diane Warren Relentless, which was about her losses.
Oh my God.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
So, yeah, I think she was really, really going hard this award season trying to win.
Yeah, her reaction
Dang.
when she wasn't called kind of gave it. I feel like she showed disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw her like she looked really really disappointed. I feel bad for her. And I don't want to say it's all about that movie isn't all about her losses. It's about her in general, but I mean a lot of it is tied into also like she's lost 17 times.
17 times is a lot. That's even more than Leo. We thought Leo was cursed.
Yeah, but I think the problem with Diane Warren is she's always up against like these really phenomenal songs.
I was about to say, I mean, Best Original Song, like, it's so hard because there'll just be one song that just takes over and then you basically have no chance.
Yep. I mean, I want to say she was up against like My Heart Will Go On.
Oh
at
my
one
God.
point. And
Oh.
Yeah, because she had How Do I Live from Con Air.
Is that like How Do I Live Without You?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's an iconic song.
That's like that's competition right there, though.
That was probably a good chance for her,
Yeah.
but she had Celine Dion.
Yeah.
My heart will go on.
I feel like she definitely could have won for that song if she wasn't going against Celine Dion, but one, Celine Dion, and two, Titanic.
Everybody, Titanic, I'm sure they swept. I don't remember because I was really young. But I'm sure they swept most of the categories.
I'm sure that Titanic,
except for Leo, if he was nominated. I don't know if he was nominated for that, but...
Poor Diane Warren. I hope she gets
I wonder if she's going to try again.
Keep trying. She's relentless. So.
She's relentless. the title, Dear Me, I mean, that's just so Diane Warren. Sorry. But yeah, maybe next year. And we briefly touched on this earlier, but Marty Supreme had a total of 9 nominations, but went home with 0. So no Oscar for you, Timothée.
There's actually one point, I think, at the beginning of the awards show when, you know how they showed like the trailers for all the best picture nominations, and they showed the trailer for Marty Supreme, and then they cut to Timothée, and the look on his face, you could tell he knew that he wasn't winning. Yeah. He was like, he knew that he had already fucked it up. He was like, I don't know, the look, I could just see it in his face. Like, yep, that was the look of, oh yeah, I know I'm not winning. I messed up my chance.
Yeah. He's still so young. Like, and yeah, if it's anything like Leo and everything. And then
he's got time.
At least for the women, for the actresses, they say it's more of a curse.
Yeah.
Well, for their personal lives, at least, they've gotten like divorced after that, or there's like a cheating scandal. Like, it's weird. I don't know. And then like for some people, it's like it's kind of like, where do you go from here? You know? Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's not the worst thing. And then there's people that you think, there's actors that you would think have an Oscar, who are like Johnny Depp, and apparently he doesn't have an Oscar. So
yeah. I think Timothée needs to like kind of clean up his PR a little bit and then come back in a couple of years. He'll probably have another nomination.
Yeah.
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 I can see that. I think he still has it in him. But I think he just... Yeah, he probably just needs some growing to do.
He'll bounce back for sure.
Yeah.
All right. And moving on to our segment, Bite of the Week. I made chicken shawarma. I used the pre-marinated kind from Trader Joe's, so I kind of cheated. But hey, Trader Joe's has some really good pre-marinated chicken.
They do.
For anyone who cares. And super easy to make. Just put it in a pan, put it in the oven, and... while that was baking in the oven, I also roasted some zucchini and squash, seasoned with Italian seasoning and some feta cheese, which was really good, and olive oil. And then I paired it with pita, hummus, and I made homemade turmeric rice, which was really good.
Yeah.
First time I made that, and it turned out phenomenal, if I do say so myself. It was super fluffy and flavorful, and it really brought the whole chicken shawarma together. So I highly recommend, if you're making chicken shawarma, to make the turmeric rice, because it's so worth it. And it was really easy, and it all comes together like pretty quickly.
Yeah, I made some last week, and it was so easy. I made it in the rice cooker. I just added the turmeric and then like a chicken broth, and it was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was my first time making chicken shawarma, but I had been craving it for a while, and it turned out really good. I'm probably going to go back to Trader Joe's and buy some more and make it again soon.
Elisa and I are on the shawarma algorithm.
We are. We just send each other shawarma recipes.
Oh, we found a new one.
And I had leftovers for days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I want to try the next one I want to try is like actually like putting like the chicken on like a spit in the oven.
Putting it on like a big stick.
And then you do the meat on the stick.
Yeah, that's
you
fancy.
You shave it
right
off.
There. Yeah. Christina's just like... And I went to this restaurant this week.
No, I was, and I know, and I was actually cook this week because I had more time off, and I just had I'm planning to leave internationally like in a little bit. So I just had a lot of things I've had to do preparing for that. And I know there's no excuses, but I was actually going to try to do a baked ziti this week, but I opted for ordering it instead. But I would stay tuned because I'm going to try it because I love Italian. Italian's my favorite food. That's something that we all bond on, or just food in general. That's why we have this segment, but especially Italian.
You need to use the recipe I shared.
Yeah. But this week I'm going to shout out another little coffee drink that I had, and it's the cupcake latte. It's in Buford, Georgia, from Dutch Brothers. They have a few other, that's at the Buford location, but I think they have one in like Johns Creek and another thing. But they have very original recipes and customizations, and on a side note, besides the tastiness of the latte, the customer service and everything, it was really good. But the cupcake latte, I think I'm just getting in the birthday mode already because my birthday's coming up. So they put like sprinkles on it and fixed it up, and it was very good. And it's digestible because I don't know what they've been putting. I don't know. I'm getting older, but what they be putting in these lattes. But this was a digestible, nice latte, and I can't say that for everybody's.
I totally get that. I think it's just I'm not lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
But like some of these coffees, I feel like it's like too much milk.
Yes.
And it gives you the ick.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I drink latte milk anyway at home.
Oh,
so maybe
okay.
I'm used to that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be TMI, but we're getting older.
Right. Like, I was trying not to be TMI, and I don't think you were, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Our stomachs just can't handle what they could when we
No,
were
what they can't.
in our teens and early 20s.
Exactly.
And also, like, the sugar, too.
Sugar, yeah, exactly.
Definitely the sugar.
Fake sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I made shepherd's pie again. I made a different shepherd's pie recipe, I think, this time. It felt like it was a lot quicker. Like, making the sauce didn't take as long, I feel like. It simmered a lot longer last time, but it was just as good. And then I also made Irish soda bread. So I'm officially in my bread era. The bread journey begins.
I hear it's hard to quit. It's like once you do it, it's hard to quit.
Yeah, I'm going to make sandwich bread next. Just a simple sandwich bread. Just a big old loaf.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I'm sick of seeing all these ingredients in breads at the store.
I understand that.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
And have you guys noticed that sandwich bread doesn't go bad anymore?
It doesn't.
Like, you can have it sitting on your counter for like a month and there's no mold. Like, that is disturbing.
Yeah, and
that should not be happening.
it should not. And even when I buy the non-GMO or like the better bread, it still doesn't mold.
Yeah.
But if I buy sourdough from a local baker in town, it molds in like 4 or 5 days, which is how it should be.
Yeah. It's like if you buy like the deli fresh bread, it molds. But if you buy any of the bread that's like prepackaged already in the bread aisle, does not mold.
Gotcha.
Have you seen the water test that people in Europe are doing with our bread?
Oh my god, that is so messed up.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's a
Our bread does not disintegrate. It's just a sponge.
There's a lot of things that are banned in it. I mean, not to get on this
it's true.
whatever track, but it's true, y'all. These are facts.
It's
if you look them up, the FDA
It
and
is
everything.
true.
But yeah, there's a lot of things that are banned in other countries that are in our food.
That's why every time I go to Europe, I lose weight.
Yes. I haven't been there, but that's what I've heard. And like, basically in my dream world, I could eat pizza every day if I lived in Europe. But
you could.
here
I
I
literally
can't.
come back and I've lost like 5 pounds or 3 pounds. Like, not,
and like
not
even
a lot,
like everything
but
that's in their soda over there.
Yeah.
Is totally different than what's in our soda.
It's just
and they don't put like all the
cane
fake
sugar.
food coloring in their sodas. And also like the French fries at McDonald's. If you look at the ingredients here, there's like 10 different ingredients. In Paris, it was like literally just potatoes and salt,
oil,
which is like that's what it should be.
all
It's French
you need.
fries.
Yeah, there was a quote from Cardi B, and she like, I mean, it's just to make everything humorous, but she's like, when I went to Colombia, I had some chicken and Burger King. It's like they just chopped that chicken fresh in the back. And she's like, what I feel here is like my stomach's hurting and
It's true. You're bloated.
Yeah, bloated. Yeah, like.
I mean, honestly, the only time I eat McDonald's is when I go to Europe.
Or even Puerto Rico. When I went to Puerto Rico, that chicken and fries was fresh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm not like the person that's like, I'm going to get McDonald's in Europe. But, you know, if you're just like grabbing something really quick because you need to like go to another attraction or you want a little snacky, a little snacky burger. Then,
I remember we got a little snack in Portugal at McDonald's.
Yeah, because it's smaller too.
It is smaller, yeah. And we were like on the way to go to like a castle or something, and we were like needed something quick.
You guys, on the way to a castle. These bitches. Yeah, you know, we're on the way to the castle.
We're on the way to a castle. We stopped for a Mickey D's burger.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So anyway, yes, I am on my bread journey. So sandwich bread is next.
Well, I'll probably be getting some from you. I'm willing to pay.
I'll say you need to start being like Taylor and just handing it out to all your friends.
Yeah, you do.
Make us some bread.
I make too much, which is probably gonna happen because I don't know how to like make enough for 2 people ever.
That's the hardest part about cooking, honestly, is making enough for 2 people or buying enough for 2 people because it's like everything comes.
1 or 2 people.
Yep.
I'm the single girlie in the group. And like it's like nobody makes, I mean, I could get like a meal, like a 1 meal thing. But like if I want to, make spaghetti, well, anything else, mostly if it doesn't come like that.
Yeah, spaghetti is tough.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Like, we always
buying
run spaghetti.
Yeah. Buying vegetables is so hard because like they go bad so fast.
Yeah.
But you have to buy them, but like then you can't eat them all in like the time frame before they go bad. Just like
I know.
Struggle.
It's a shame. And on this day in history, March 22nd, 2012, The Hunger Games premiered.
How has it been that long?
I know, that's insane
crazy
to me.
That makes me feel old.
13 years ago?
Yeah.
That also means that's when we
14.
graduated high school.
Yeah, that is.
I'm not saying when I graduated high school.
Wow.
I'm not letting people put the pieces
older.
together.
Thanks for saying that.
I
know. We worked, fun fact, Elisa, Lauren, and I worked on, which one was it? The third one?
We worked on
last
Mockingjay.
Okay, Mockingjay. We worked on those as extras and in Georgia. Yeah.
Oh my God. That
because
day.
Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2 filmed in Georgia, but Hunger Games and Catching Fire, I think, filmed in North Carolina.
Yeah, that sounds right. I think it was North Carolina.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was like a state closest, but it wasn't Georgia.
Yeah, because it kind of looked like it.
Yeah.
Like Georgia.
But yeah, Mockingjay Part 1 and 2 filmed in Georgia.
We did.
And yeah,
I worked on one of
those days were so
yeah, they were so long and tiring. And we were in different districts. Or I think Elisa and Lauren were in the same district. I was usually in a different district.
I was in five different
Elisa
districts
kept changing the most.
Yeah, I was constantly changing. I was in Capital.
One day she'd be in Capital, the next day she'd be a peasant. Like
yeah, the next day I'd be in the Asian district.
The Asian district. I just kept going from Black person district to multicultural district to Black people district. I was never good enough for the Capital.
And I was only in Capital.
This is true, y'all. We're not making this up.
Like
no, not making this up.
It was actually racist casting.
This is how we were cast.
This is how I use my ethnicity to my advantage for extras because half the time I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm white. Half the time I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm Asian. I can do it all.
And then there was this one time when I was on the Red Road and it was a Native American powwow and I had bleach blonde hair.
Oh my God, I remember that.
And I'm like, why did y'all cast me for this?
Yeah,
I'm surrounded by like ethnically ambiguous people all around me. You were the token blonde. And then they had this random blonde bitch like standing there clapping and I'm like, this is fun. I loved it. It was a great fun day for me, but like
that's funny.
Why was I cast?
That was funny. I do remember that.
Oh I remember the title of that.
The token.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the token white girl at the Native American
I do remember that being a thing for casting. Like whenever they would have like groups, they'd always have like one white person, one black person, one Asian, one
Lauren
Latina.
Worked on Drumline with me.
Oh, I was on Drumline
Lauren
too.
was
I was
on
at a barbecue.
Drumline with me.
I was at a
Lauren
barbecue.
was always a token white.
She was.
I was at a barbecue. What she was. Christina and I were just like vibing at a barbecue. I must have been like your friend that you brought to the barbecue.
That was so
She's like,
funny.
let me show my friend how to eat.
Let me this good barbecue. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. But yeah, Hunger Games was fun.
Yeah. And then the new one, the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, is coming out this year,
Yeah.
focusing on Haymitch. And I actually want to see this one.
I should rewatch them all.
It
and
looks
stuff before
interesting.
I see the new one.
I still need to see the last.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last
I
one.
saw the last one.
Was it good?
Oh,
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good. They left it on a cliffhanger, like, purposely, so.
Yeah, I should go back and rewatch all of them and then watch that one.
That was about President Snow, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like his origin, his villain
Right,
origin story.
yep.
His villain story.
Yeah.
So then you can't even like feel bad for him or like think, oh, maybe he'll turn out good because you already know that he's not going to be good.
True. At least that villain story. Because it's like all these, I'm thinking more Disney, but like it's like all these origin stories for villains now. We have to empathize with their past.
Do we have to?
Yeah, like they're villains for a reason.
Do we have to?
I'm like, we can't do that with everyone.
No, we can't. We can't rehabilitate these villains in every movie. There's some villains that just need to stay villains. Like,
No, seriously.
I'm
They're
not
just
saying the
bad.
world is black and white, but
Yeah.
come on.
That's all for this week's Yap.
If you had fun with us, please rate and review the podcast. It helps us out big time.
And follow us on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Threads at Yap About It Pod. Until next time.